Next on my list, Tori Spelling was supposed to be on our show next Monday, but she canceled because she's sick. And I'm looking at the internet last night, and it's reported by TMZ that she was actually taken to the hospital because she was feeling so ill, and they quarantined her in an Ebola-like situation, I guess out of an overabundance of, concern. They're not taking any chances with anybody. It turned out that she had a severe case of bronchitis and a sinus infection. She will be fine, and we wish her well. But I'm glad that she did not get on the plane because I am terrified I'm going to catch someone's germs. I'm not even worried about Ebola. I'm not crazy, but I do worry about all the other germs that are out there. I wouldn't take it as far as this woman. This woman showed up at the airport in a hazmat suit. Okay, so she's really nervous. But I understand because we're feeding this paranoia. But with Thanksgiving just around the corner, a lot of people, I know you have travel plans and you might be concerned. So we brought in Dr. Keri Peterson from Women's Health Magazine. Dr. Peterson, thanks for being here. What are the germiest parts of the plane?
The germiest parts are all of the hard surfaces in your seat. So the tray table, the armrests, the TV buttons, and don't forget the bathroom handles as well. Those are the top germ hotspots.
And you said hard surface versus soft?
Versus soft. The fabrics, the germs don't live as long on fabrics, so the hard surfaces tend to be dirtier.
And how long will those germs last?
On hard surfaces, it depends on the germs. So some germs will only last about 4 hours, but some germs can last weeks to months. On fabrics, they just tend to last a few hours. So you can have a dirty tray table for weeks to months.
Okay, and what about, it's disgusting already, or what about all the air? You hear all the time people say, well, this air is just recycled, we're breathing in everybody else's germs for whatever amount of time we're on the plane.
Well, surprisingly, the recycled air is actually well ventilated. It will screen out 99.9% of germs. However, the concern is when the plane is idle, when it's not moving and the engine isn't running, and that'll be if the plane is delayed and sitting on a tarmac. At that point, the air is not being filtered, so the germs can really spread like wildfire in those scenarios.
So what do you do? You can't get off the plane.
Well, I have a lot of tips for helping prevent getting sick on planes. One is to, first off, don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. That is how we contaminate ourselves with germs. And I do recommend carrying a sanitizing wipe, wiping down all the surfaces we just talked about, the tray table, the armrest, the TV buttons. And also, wash your hands before you eat, because likelihood is that your hands are dirty. Also, those pillows and blankets, if they're not wrapped in plastic, there's a good chance that they haven't been washed.
I don't think they even give them to you anymore, so I don't think you have to worry about it.
Well, that's a good point. Or you have to buy them these days.
Yeah, exactly.
And then lastly, planes tend to be dry because the humidity in the planes are low. And when the humidity is low, we are more susceptible to illness. So if you hydrate well and even consider using a saline spray to moisten your nasal passages, that can decrease your susceptibility. And one thing just related to the air vents with recycled air, try to point the air vent in front of your face rather than directly on you. If it's directly on you, it will blow germs into your face. But if you put it just in front of you, it will blow them away from your face.
Okay, so I'm not too scared now to go travel. I know all this. Thank you so much, Dr. Peterson. All right. I'll get on the plane.